Hey there, my name's Ben Myers from Nousot, and I'm going to give a quick walkthrough of our demand forecasting brick builder solution. To start, really the heart of our solution is we've designed something that does three major important parts of the forecasting process. First, it delivers accurate forecasts. This is the main selling point and kind of the centerpiece of the offering. We've seen improvements by as much as 30% over other industry leaders in terms of accuracy. And in the world of demand forecasting, that translates very tangible to supply chain value. Secondly, the solution is designed to drive value at scale. So whether you're running a small set of a few hundred time series, or you have a bunch of SKU location combinations and you need to run a couple million, when this is deployed on Databricks, it can turn those forecasts around in a short and affordable time frame. So it takes advantage of Databricks scalable compute to make sure that you can integrate it the way you need in the business. And then finally, our solution is designed to integrate with other existing sort of like inventory management, ERP sorts of systems. We're not trying to get your team to reinvent the wheel, take on a bunch of other training. We're focused on the area where we are strongest, which is the actual forecasts themselves, and making sure that they can be accessed as painlessly for your team as possible. These three problems, you dive a little bit into why they are the way they are on this slide. But ultimately, when we're looking at the solution itself, this is a sort of push button deployment into your Databricks environment that will then integrate into your existing software. It does have an additional UI component that sits on top of it that can be deployed containerized into your environment to help you visualize and manage the forecast and integration. And the advantages you're going to see are up to that 30% accuracy improvement with a breakdown of which kinds of series the solution performs well on. The ability to generate hundreds of thousands to millions of forecasts daily in a cost-effective way. And integration both with your existing business ERP system, as well as the ability to actually tune your forecast to business objectives to reflect preferences for things like favoring fulfillment versus like lean inventory, to further ease demand planners' jobs and let them focus on the kinds of things that are most important outside of forecasts. We were able to design this solution based primarily on the fact that we have both pretty deep experience in forecasting and the supply chain itself. Since Nousot was founded, forecasting has been our bread and butter major competency. It is one of the main attributes we look for when hiring team members, and the team is made up of a mix of actual award-winning forecasters who have won competitions leveraging forecasting, as well as PhDs and researchers who are focused in that area. And then as we sort of touch on in the integration piece, we know the supply chain is much more complicated than just feeding a forecast in and getting dollars back out, which is why we're built to integrate with these other systems, and why there's a lot of features that have been built into how we tune and manage the forecasts that reflect the actual business needs as opposed to just the statistical ones. Ultimately, when we look at customer case studies, the accuracy improvement and ability to integrate is really tangible. So here's some additional reading for someone who wants to dive deeper. But we saw as much as basically a $5.6 million reduction in monthly inventory costs when we implemented this at a client. And that's able to be realized pretty quickly through that direct integration with the accuracy improvement. So if you're interested in improving your forecast accuracy with our solution in as little as a few weeks, you can reach out to databricksales@nousot.com. Here you'll see a typical kind of breakdown of an engagement. As we mentioned before, there's basically close to push button deployment, and we're designed to get you generating reasonable forecasts within a matter of days or a week or two. And then you can enter into the process of actually optimizing and integrating the forecasts into your system. So hope that this is helpful. Please reach out to us if you have any thoughts or questions. And thank you for your time.